WDMS News.
Today is Friday, February 8th, A-Day. Please stand for the pledge in the Dundalk Middle School Code of Conduct.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community.
Please be seated. Now let's find out what happened on this date in history.
Here's a look at this day in history. February 8th.
In 1587, Mary, Queen of Scots, was beheaded after she was accused of plotting to murder her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I. This day in 1958, Bobby Fischer became the youngest international grandmaster in the history of chess. He was still 2 months shy of his 15th birthday. In 1996, the Cleveland Browns football franchise moved to Baltimore, but had to leave its name behind. And on this day in 1943, Japan surrendered Guadalcanal and changed the course of World War II. For 6 months, Allied forces relentlessly attacked the island. Battle and sickness claimed 25,000 Japanese soldiers. The remaining troops evacuated, leaving the Allies a vital airbase in the Pacific. And that's this day in history.
Today's math problem is, find the width if the perimeter is 48 inches. Be sure to let your math teacher know if you can solve it. And now here's Emily with the word of the day.
Today's word of the day is revere. The elderly teacher was revered by the whole generation of students. And again, today's word of the day is revere.
Student Council will be sending Valentine's Day grams during lunch from Thursday, February 7th to Wednesday, February 13th. Each gram costs 50 cents and comes with a card and a piece of candy. Valentine's Day grams will be delivered during Mod 10 on Valentine's Day. And here's what one looks like.
Congratulations to the Student of the Month for January 2013. Really? I got excited. Venmo always gets it.
Yearbook sales have begun. Yearbooks this year are going to cost $28. You can turn your order forms in to your homeroom teachers. All orders must be made by March 1st. The checks must be made out to Dundalk Middle School. If you need another order form, please see Ms. Weber. And now let's get a check on the weather from Sarah.
Hi, this is Sarah with your WDMS weather for today. Mostly rain with some snow, sleet or freezing rain mixed in the north and west. Precipitation should change to all snow after sunset. Tonight's snow could accumulate from 1 to 3 inches. That was Sarah with your weather for today.
Thanks, Sarah.
Now for some words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Anastar Muhammad with a few words of wisdom. Do you think you're tough? Then listen up. Today's words of wisdom are especially for you. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness, but signs of strength. These are the words of Khalil Gibran, the great Lebanese writer and painter. When we have a strong sense of self-esteem and a strong character, it's easy to be kind to others because we've learned to be kind to ourselves. Do you remember the following words from Aesop's fables? No act of kindness is ever wasted. Today, show some real strength. Be kind to others, and allow others to be kind to you. You might be surprised at just how strong you really are. With something to think about, does Enter Muhammad make it a great day or not? The choice is yours.
And now here's Miss Birch with a special announcement.
Good morning. Today is the last day of National School Counseling Week. Our final message focuses on how to deal with change. Change is constant in today's world, and it can be difficult to keep up with times when life seems to be moving fast. But by making the right choices, by being determined and persistent and motivated, you can do it. You can be the change you wish to see in this world. As the rock band Journey put it, don't stop believing. Harriet Tubman once said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer." Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach the stars to change the world. Your teachers are here to help. So are your assistant principals and principal. When you need someone who will listen and you can trust, remember that your school counselor is always here for you. Thanks to all the students and staff for helping to make this a great week. Now let's work together to be the change.
And now here's Mr. Barish.
Morning, Dundalk Middle School. As I saw many of you leaving the building yesterday with your report cards, some of you were very excited to show me how you performed for the second quarter, and some of you were a little hesitant to show me how you performed for the second quarter. What we need to do now is focus on third quarter, as believe it or not, in a couple weeks we'll be getting our interim. So what I ask all students to do, whether you were very successful for the second quarter or you have a lot of work to do, you need to make sure you are setting goals for yourself. Goals that you can reach for and attain with hard work. So it's very important that you work hard. That means you pay attention in class, you're doing your work in class, you're doing homework when you have homework, and you're studying for your tests or your assessments so you can be successful in school. And these are strategies that will help you be successful at the next level and also in life. So again, I don't want students to get discouraged if you weren't as successful as you would like. I will say this though, compared to last year, we had this year, even though our scores for the second quarter overall went down from second quarter to where they were first quarter, over 40% of the students at Dundalk Middle School earned honor roll status. So that is awesome considering last year, second quarter, students earned about 32% of all students earned honor roll status. So we've gone up over 8% from last year. So that tells me, students, you're working hard. Teachers are working hard to make sure you're learning the material. So we want to continue to demonstrate academic excellence and success. So again, I want all students committed to setting goals for the third quarter so you can be successful. I also want to remind students of the expectation of hallway behavior. It's very important, students, that you're going to class on time so you can be set up and ready for success. It's much better when you're in class and you're starting on time as opposed to coming in to class late without a pass and all of a sudden having to take that time away from your learning and the learning of every other child in the classroom. So I ask all students to be committed to going to class on time. And also, you have to remember, students, sometimes when you're being dismissed in between classes, other classes are still actively learning. They're taking assessments, so we need all students to be committed to be quiet and respectful walking in the hallways. So those are expectations that have been set and have never changed, but we need to make sure all students are committed in following that. About 95% of you do a great job every day. We're going to continue to work with the 5% of students with hallway expectations who need additional support. So that might mean after-school detention or Saturday school, but we'll make sure those students are successful as well. We will have another Saturday school tomorrow, we'll have another Saturday school scheduled for tomorrow, so any students who are interested receiving additional support, also test-taking strategies, please make sure in preparation for the MSA as well as overall academic success, please make sure you see your grade level team leaders and they will make sure that Ms. Quahax and Ms. Goldkamp know about your attendance and wanting to attend. Also, this is a reminder that we have Homework Club up and running, sponsored by Miss Johnson on Wednesdays after school from 3 to 4. Now that some students have set additional goals or higher goals to make sure homework is completed, Miss Johnson will be providing additional support on Wednesdays, so students, there's no excuse as to why you can't do your homework. If you can't do it at home, you can do it after school from 3 to 4. We're going to give every child in this building an opportunity to be successful in school and in life. Students, it's going to be up to you if you take advantage of all the supports and resources we have. I want everyone to have an excellent day and a safe day. Now back to Emily and Intisar.
Do you want to join the Dundalk Middle School All-Star Steppers? Well, now is your chance. The STEP team will hold tryouts for new members on Tuesday, February 12th from 2:50 to 4 p.m. in the activity room. Stop by room 218 for a permission slip if you plan to attend. All are welcome. Be on time.
And now let's look at a special ESPN video.
While they still controlled their own destiny, the Ravens were mired in a slump. Well, you know what? That Friday, an email crossed Coach John Harbaugh's desk titled, "A Reason to Win." The email was from a fan. His name, Matthew Jeffers, a 21-year-old acting student at Towson State University who happens to suffer from skeletal dysplasia. Harbaugh was so moved by this email, he passed it along to his team. Here, in his own words, Matthew Jeffers gives the Ravens a reason to win.
To whom it may concern, my name is Matthew Jeffers. I'm a senior at Towson University majoring in acting, and I've been a die-hard Ravens fan since Baltimore welcomed you with open arms in 1996.
He sends us a letter, and usually I don't get these letters, but we can send emails here at the Ravens, and frankly, they screen most of those. But this was one I read, and it just knocked me off my feet.
As you, the Ravens, continue to battle through tough losses and heated criticism.
The conversation has to shift to what needs to be done to get off this losing streak in time for the playoffs.
It sucks to lose 3 or 4 straight games. We took that on the chin. We were not happy about it because nobody likes losing.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Life doesn't care about streaks. It does not care if you want to win, if you need to win. At the end of the day, life is simply unfair. I'm short-statured. I'm 21 years old, but stand only at 4'2". Over my lifetime, I have endured 20 surgeries, some small, others life-threatening. I have had a tracheotomy. I have had blood transfusions. I had to learn how to walk again. My last surgery was in 2003, and I acquired the naive mindset that I was free from the bondage of heartache.
When you read the letter, it draws you in. We sent it to our guys, and our guys I get emails back right away. This is great, this is awesome, this is unbelievable.
Anytime you hear about somebody's story like that, it's just, heart-wrenching for me because I've been through a lot of adversity, and I would consider myself a tough guy.
Then, in 2011, my mother was diagnosed with a stage 4 brain tumor. As I write this, the doctors at Johns Hopkins are determining whether or not the next step should be hospice care. So you tell me, is life fair? When you give every ounce you have, and all you have to show for it is a loss in overtime, is that fair?
And he hits you right between the eyes with the realities. That life does not care about feeling sorry for yourself, about self-pity. What it does respond to is a positive attitude.
Let me tell you this. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. A positive attitude is the most powerful combatant to life's misfortunes. The will to fight, the will to survive, to win.
I repeat, the only disability in life is a bad attitude. Life is your attitude, how you approach whatever happens to you. And I'll tell you, I get choked up talking about it right now.
I think about these stories, and it pushes me over the top to work harder, to not complain, to realize that I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
When you play on Sunday, let it not be to silence the critics. Let it be a dedication to that simple yet powerful notion that life can be conquered with the right outlook. I promise you that everything else will take care of itself. Go get them on Sunday. I wish you all the best on your journey to the Lombardi.
The only disability in life is a bad attitude. I like that. Matthew and his father will be in New Orleans to watch their Ravens play for that Lombardi trophy.
This is Intisar
and Emily reminding you to stay classy, Dundalk Middle School.